I'm only looking down at you because you're a dwarf. And by which I mean you were incredibly short as compared to me.
Right.
And I'm saying that out of character.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I look down at Morden and I say, retrieve her clothes and then take them to a tailor while she is in the bathhouse. And then I will drop upon him 3 gold crowns so that he might get them either repaired or measured in such a way that she could have replacement of good quality clothes.
I'll have it done, my lord.
All right. So you need to find a tailor then.
Yes.
Good quality,
you can,
by the
of
way,
course.
is common, which in this city would be a plus 30 if you're going to make him roll.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking, like, this is not an uncommon profession. You're in a big city. It's not going to be too hard to find. So go ahead and roll that with plus 30.
Gossip?
Yes, indeed. And indeed, you do find a tailor. And what do you plan to do? Give them over the rags and get some new clothes then?
Yes.
Okay.
Have
You will
them
have to
made
pay
in
a...
the same style, though, so just new and good quality.
Oh, well, we have a few dresses that could probably work out for that. You will have to pay a price for it, but I'm not quite sure what the price for some clothing might be.
Oh, I just told you. I literally just told you.
Did you? I've already forgotten. I'm sorry.
Good quality clothing is 3 gold crowns, which is why I said that as I was giving him 3 gold crowns to buy it with.
Hey, there you go then.
You know,
So you go ahead and hand it over. The price is already paid, and indeed, you will return with a fine dress of roughly similar style, but very good quality. And when she exits and comes out with the dress on after being cleaned, she seems almost like a brand new woman, save for the slight amount of gauntness still about her. But she seems energized.
Alright, and then I will escort them to a place with a reputable...
irreputable.
No, a reputable. A, as in the letter A, followed by a space, and then the word reputable. I guess I'm not looking for a tavern. An inn.
Right.
A reputable inn.
Okay. That's definitely not too hard to find around town, and as a traveler who's been coming in, you are at least aware of where most of them are. There are the more famous ones, but you could definitely find one that is a good reputation without being overly crowded. And as I've covered, I think in this one. There we go. If you want to buy her lodging as well, it would be 5 pence per night.
I am not actually looking to buy her lodging. I am looking to make a negotiation with the inn's owner to have her be able to stay there with the normal lodging fees being placed upon me. So that she can stay there at an indiscriminate amount, not indiscriminate, a unset amount of time, with the funds coming from me at intervals to be negotiated.
Well, you are noble, you are in good standing, and people do know who you are, so you can definitely be credited it and eventually have the payment come from you. So are you going to do this so that she can sleep in the common room or in a private room?
Oh, a private room.
Alright. So I'm gonna go ahead and write that up. Here we go. Session 8. Bird takes on credit for a private.
Session 8. This is like session 15, if not 16 or 17.
Let's be honest. My sessions get split up among multiple sessions. It's easier this way for me, like mentally.
I have to upload these, which means I know the numbers.
At least, like mentally, like I should probably call these like Adventure 8 or something
I just
instead.
happen to already have a tab open with session 14, enjoying the attention veteran engineer, trolling us in Silvermine, open to be cut into parts too.
Yeah, the silver mine was 4.
No, Silvermine was the end of 14.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is how divergent my notes are from like where we actually end up. Uh, but yes, you go ahead and square it away. It doesn't take a whole lot of negotiating as long as you show off your signet ring and
Not signet
write
ring.
down a letter.
You remember it's the
Basically
badge.
just
It's the heraldic badge that I have.
yes, you're wearing the badge. Yes, clear and true, you are nobility, and that is more than enough to at least convince them to take you on credit for now. And at least as far to your knowledge, the worst possible circumstances might be that the woman is either kicked out or made to repay to herself if you do not.
Right.
So you do set her up with a private room. Uh, what do you do now with her? She seems
Well, yeah,
a little confused, calm but confused
we'll
still.
both escort her up to her new abode. What's the furnishing situation in here?
You did find a reputable inn, and this is a private room. There's a fine wooden bed, clean sheets, curtains over the windows. Uh, you would say that this is beneath you as a noble, but this is very fine, say if you were a traveling merchant or the like with money to spend.
Right, but I mean, is there what's like?
There's even a bell to call for service.
I'm standing there and I'm looking around. What do I have in the way of sitting? Where can I sit?
There is a small table in the room with a few chairs around it, specifically for, say, eating in the room and, well, talking with other people. So there's also a nice sitting chair over on one side next to a small
Sitting
shelf
chair,
with some
then. I'll
books
take
on
the
it.
sitting chair. I'm not looking for like a negotiating table. Alright.
Okay.
I'll move over
Take
to
the comfy chair.
Yeah, I'll move over to the sitting chair. And I will gesture to somewhere in front where she would be able to sit in some comfortable manner, like edge of bed or whatever.
Right. She comes over to the bed and takes a seat on the edge of it and seems almost surprised by how much she sinks into it.
Myself.
Mordred will stand either outside or inside the door, depending on which one Bertold wishes.
And since Berthold doesn't really give you instructions that often, unless it's a direct instruction, he'll let you do whatever you think you should be doing right now.
So
Because you're still being judged.
Outside the door.
Perfect. Leave me in the room with a strange person. Good bodyguarding.
True.
And this is where
He
her
hasn't told
elaborate
me to go
assassination
out
ploy
yet.
comes to fruition.
Yes.
Anyways.
He hasn't been ordered out yet. That's the thing. So he'll stay in.
Alright, so Mordred, like, just sort of hangs, like, inside the doorway, quantum in and out a little bit for a moment.
Yes.
But,
Wow.
yeah, so you stay inside, you guard the door. And she's looking at you very expectantly, Berthold.
Yes, Berthold crosses his legs, same way he did before in the other negotiation that he was actually negotiating. And he rests a hand on his knee and cups his chin with the other and looks at her and says, I require no recompense for these things that I've done for you. This room, those clothes, they are yours, regardless of anything that should happen from this point forwards.
That's remarkably generous.
You can stay here as long as you desire. I will foot that bill so long as no extravagancies are taken part of. Do not take from the room as you would.
She's nodding along right now, just sort of listening, seeing where this is going.
I am doing business, you see, in the Great Park, and I could use somebody to speak for me. Does that make sense?
I suppose so, but Well, I could definitely speak to people for you, but what what would you have me do?
At the moment, not a thing. I do not require your service at this moment. But at some point, I will need somebody who is able to speak to people that frequent the park. And when that time comes, I would appreciate if you could be that person for me. As I've said, any of these things that I've done for you, they will not be taken away should you decide not to do these things.
She thinks for a moment and just sort of puts her hand to her chest and goes, I'm really honored that you think that I would be the right person for this kind of task. I've never really thought of myself as any kind of public speaker, but after all this, I certainly would try my best. I I don't even know your name though.
I will, in that foppish manner that you might see, sorry, Emmerich, French noblemen do from back in the day.
Just wine like appears in his hand spontaneously.
No. I just meant like slide my hand out in that like draped upwards, but down at an angle sort of way. I don't know how to describe it.
Just overly dramatic.
Yeah, that foppish. Like if I was expecting someone to kiss a ring, but you can also just grasp the hand that way too. Berthold Hartmann of the Distiller Hartmanns. Sorry, I just went there for a second. Let me do that again then. Berthold Hartmann of the Delbers. Man, I can't just say the word for some reason. Delbers is, by the way, what I'm trying to say. Just like I'm trying to say that in the middle of the accent that I'm trying to affect, which, by the way, I can't even tell if it's working. Just go full
Bertold's
redneck.
voice just cracks.
Yeah, go full redneck.
She sort of smiles a little bit and tries to contain a chuckle. And if you allow, she'll reach for your hand to just give it a gentle shake. My name is Alice. Alice of Cow's Head.
That's when Morden kills her.
Dun, dun, dun.
Don't touch the master. Cow's head? Did she say?
Yes.
No, I'm asking, is that what she said? I'm not asking her.
Yes. Yeah, that's what she said. Cow's head.
Do I know anything about that?
Probably not. If you want to roll, say, maybe an Empire knowledge check.
Let's see, what do I have academic knowledge in? That thing... Law. You already know I know law, because I brought it out against you.
Mm-hmm.
Success!
Alright. Cow's Head, apparently is a small town. I'm sorry, I'm trying to make this up on the fly now. As far as you can tell, Cow's Head is a small town that was founded around, of course, the location of a cow's head. And people thought, well, this is a good portent, and there might be more cows around, so they probably founded. So they founded a village over there. In recent times, from the news that you have heard, it has in fact been overrun by beastmen.
I hate that I was actually looking all over the map for Cow's Head until you said, I'm making it up.
I mean, I had to make up everything here on the fly, so.
Right.
But yeah, she announces herself as Alice of Cow's Head.
I see. Well, as I've said, this room you're free to stay in. These clothes, they're yours. I'm assuming that the inn has some sort of food service available, as most reputable inns do.
Indeed.
Yes, you're free to access that at your desire. At some point, I will be back as the need is shown that I need my voice. And as I've said, if you're willing to try. He'll just extend a hand as like, no words need to be said.
I'll do my best. I have to do something to repay you for all this kindness.
And with that, I guess Berthold will stand up and make for the door.
Alright. She bids you a good evening for now.
He'll
I will take a momentary break to go and get some water, because my voice is a little hoarse. So be right back 1 second.
You heard it. His voice is a little hoarse. Now I want you all to go back and think about the Tijuana Donkey Show.
No. I think the orcs hate him. Or they're riding him. And in the Orcish Donkey Show.
Man, I hope my family gets that letter so I get money back. I'm gonna go broke in this fucking town. Especially if they keep underpaying me every time.
Yeah, because we're gonna get more than
armor. Since you didn't finish that thought.
Oh, armored up, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, you can also just do that with the money I'm paying you every day. Unfortunately for me, my career advancement requires that I have money, and I am just throwing it away, so...
I'm back. I heard about throwing money away. Yes, you are. It's fantastic. But let's see. I believe with Berthold's business for the evening handled, we have one more thing to do, where Alexa and Gustav go ahead and pop in on Eisen.
Yep. Okay.
Alright, and so this night you two arrive in Eisen's tower, and as always, he seems rather busy with his work. He looks up to see Gustav and simply waves him in with a smile.
Hello, Master.
Oh, Gustav, how have the preparations been going?
Good, good. I'm gathering a few men, and no Skaven this time, hopefully.
Oh, plan to go in force, huh?
Yes, I'm not taking any chances.
Fair enough. The Drakwold is, rather dangerous.
Before I go, I wanted to find a friend that has been hiding in the city. I tried to use divination to find him, but I wasn't successful, and I was wondering if I could get a little bit of your time to if you have a little time to spare to try to locate him.
He nods a little bit. Well, I suppose I could do so. I might have to charge you a little bit for the time, but I'm always free to help out a student.
Thanks.
And you want him to try to cast the same spell that you've been trying to cast.
Yeah, but just a moment. And I'm gonna describe, I guess, Lash's elven bow.
So you're gonna try finding his bow.
Yep, because I don't think he would part with it easily.
Should probably go read the text of that spell to see what's going to happen. So let me go ahead and pop up your sheet.
Sure.
Where are you? I gotta find you. There you are. Arcane, Force per Portent. It was Finding or something, wasn't it?
Yep, Finding Divination. Last spell on my list.
Yep. Okay. Do follow the signs in the sky. Lord locates an item that has been hidden from you. You can attempt to find a general item or a specific item. Upon casting, you gain a strong sense of which direction the thing you specify can be found in. You gain no sense of the distance. When searching for a general item, the direction of the closest exemplar, that type of thing is gleaned. In order to look for this thing, you must be familiar with it, either from having examined it or having it described to you in great detail. Multiple finding divinations are generally required to triangulate and zero in on the target of your search. Finding divination does not respect the difficulty of traversing barriers like bodies, water, castle, walls, and the like. Okay. So, let's go ahead and start with, how would you describe Lash's bow? What makes it interesting or unique?
It's an elven bow. It's a bow that has killed a few chaos mutants. More than a few.
I remember seeing it. It was finely lacquered and expensive and compound and made of excellent material. As I can describe the type of material as only an artisan could.
Ah, there you go. You are an artisan, and you know exactly what you're talking about. And so he will go ahead and take that and try to figure out how he's going to cast this spell. Let's see, ingredients, a chipped lens. Well, he definitely has some of those around. He can definitely try to channel. Are there any other bonuses you could get out of this?
If he has a cheap lens, then yeah.
Yeah, the ingredient and channeling, so I'm going to go ahead and roll 40-10 and see how he does it, because there's quite a lot involved here. Or maybe you could go for 3. How dangerous does he go with this?
I mean, you could also draw a circle. With a shine takes 1 minute to reroll any d10.
Okay, so he will go ahead and try to draw the circle and re-roll a d10.
Yeah.
So let's see how that goes for him.
It's fine.
There you go. He does, in fact, meet it by channeling quite a lot of arcane energy. And he takes a silver needle and puts it on his hand. And as he puts it on his hand, you can see it rise with a little bit of discharge of static, and it spins in the air. At first, it starts to spin while staying on the same plane, just spinning in a circle. But then it starts to point downwards. And at an angle.
Ruh-roh.
Of course, given that you're on the top of a building, that doesn't seem too weird. But Eisen seems to recognize a little bit more from experience. As he says, I think this bow might be under the mountain.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Not again.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's dead.
No, but that means
But
worse.
that means more, yeah. God, what would we have to do to rid ourselves of these monsters?
I would say it's pointing towards the Craftsman district.
Huh.
But, I might need more time to try to triangulate this. Or at least, a few more locations. So he's kind of like looking at you expectantly. Would you like me to go do that for you? Or do you think that's enough for you to go on?
If you have time, then yeah, I would be happy to.
Okay.
More information.
He will go with you, and he will go to the Great Park. And there's a small little building at the north side of the park. In which he pushes open the door, and there appears to be nothing in there except a refugee. He shoos the man out for a bit, and draws another circle. Oh, and does excellently again. And he kind of nods a little bit and goes, it's getting closer. He's definitely underground, for certain. And then he will go ahead and move over to Moore's Garden, where there is at least a small public space where the priests of Moors have set aside. And on the stone path, he goes ahead and sets up his circle, and will try to cast one more spell. And without ruining it or failing, he will go ahead and provide the information. Well, he definitely would appear to be somewhere underneath the Craftsman district. I would say perhaps, perhaps 700 feet?
Oh boy.
Maybe yards. Hold up, I gotta check my notes. Yes. Definitely yards. He's deep under there. Definitely deeper than the sewers. Or at least his bow is.
Mm,
Assuming the two don't part. Oof. I'm not sure there's even an open way down there anymore. The last I had heard from from the bailiff, all those ways had been boarded up and are guarded. Nothing should be going up or down there. So if your friend wasn't seen or stopped, wonder how you even got there.
Well, this is bad news indeed.
yeah. I don't know what to do. Should we go down? But then again,
Well, I have an idea of what to do.
Eisen will go ahead and pack away his materials for the time being and put his silver needle away. Well, it is getting late. I ought to probably get some sleep or do a few more observations before the night gets too late.
Yes, thank you, Master.
Thank you for your help.
I do wish you the best of luck finding your friends, but please try not to put yourself into too much danger, Gustav.
I'll try.
Alright, and he bids you good night. It is, of course, night now. What is it that you intend to do?
Well, we have a couple options. I think maybe some rest would do us both good, but maybe when we're done with our little task, we can go down into the sewers and kill every last one of those rat fucks.
I guess so.
It's okay, Gustav. We'll figure something out. I don't think he's alive anymore.
I don't know.
But that's an elf bow, and it doesn't belong in their hands.
True. Nothing does belongs in the hand, if you ask me.
Yes, so I think we should figure out what happened to those shooter folks or whoever, and then I'm gonna go hunt some rats.
Alright.
Alright. Was that like an intended action you want to do there? Or are you going to go to sleep first?
I think we should get some rest first, because this might be a good
Sleepy
time to do that.
Okay. Everyone will go ahead and get some sleep. Everyone will pay their way for the day, depending on food and lodging that they have.
Reset your spawn point.
Yep, gotta save your game, everyone.
Yeah, sleep in the bed so that when you die, you'll respawn there.
Ah, gosh, can you imagine, like ending up back in Altdorf and having to walk all the way back over? Terrible. And another day passes, which will put us on day 3 of the work week. Alright, sun rises. And it's time to figure out what is everyone going to do today.
Well, Gustav and I have to go investigate stuff, so that's what I would go and do.
Okay. Quick check-in. Kadesi, you've done a good job. You have plenty of money. Is there anything you want to do? Well, there's not too many other jobs open at the moment. You could always go, simply burglary. I can barely hear you right now. You're really quiet.
Okay. Can you guys hear me?
Still pretty distant.
You're on your phone, aren't you?
No, I can't hear you guys.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
You're still
Discord
very
hates
super
me.
quiet, though.
That's because Discord is hating me right now.
Yeah, but, I mean, it sounds like you're on a different microphone, which is why I said, are you on your phone?
Oh, no, I switched to my other computer because my laptop was not working at all with Discord.
Okay.
Ah, that's unfortunate. I suddenly have a snap idea. There might be a job for you. If you could check in on a few, mercenaries for someone, the fixer has told you.
Okay.
If you do, they have a certain location they want to guide them to. I say there's a special event that they're planning on.
Sounds like a party.
But you're going to have to keep very quiet. It's from our special customers again.
Okay.
But the pay's good, seems simple, and hey, you might not even get arrested.
I like that.
Okay. So you were told to go and find a couple of individuals who... Let me go and see. One of them is named Dirthram Brokenfist. Another one is named Leviri. Or Lervi. You know one of them exists over in the Wind District, and appears to be a potter by trade. The other one, the fixer says, happens to be an assassin. But he knows where she happens to be lurking these days, so you should be able to find her easily if you go over to these alleyways over on the north side.
Okay, let's go find the assassin first, since I know where she is about.
Okay. Go ahead and, roll me perception to try to, search for her. Alright. As you, search around for her, you don't spot her first. Instead, she finds you first, appearing almost behind you in the alleyway spontaneously. And you can hear, her steel already drawn as she, looks over at you. Are you looking for someone?
Just out for a walk.
No,
Am I
you're
like
looking.
supposed to find people like secretly?
You
or...
do have a letter to deliver to them.
Okay. Then I'll kind of hand the letter out to her.
She takes the letter in hand and reads it. I see. So the elf boy already came calling then. Well, I already agreed. I'll stay with you. We'll go together, the letter says.
Well, I have one more stop to make.
Very well. I don't mind a walk.
So now we go off to find Dwarf Potter Dude.
Indeed. As you head off to the Wind District, as you get closer to your location, you hear more shouts of rage from a deep dwarven voice. And of course, you hear the clatter of clay as a large chunk of it flies across the street and into a wall. And of course, you see the dwarf in question. He doesn't wear a shirt, and behind him is a large golden battle axe.
I'll walk up to him, kind of snickering because mad dwarves are kind of funny, and hand the letter to him.
He sort of takes the letter and then looks at it. And as he looks at it, you notice his eyes don't move. And then he hands it back to you and go, "Alright, so what's it mean?"
You get to come with me.
Yeah? Why? What's this about?
I'm just the messenger. They don't tell me anything.
Therapy will go ahead and speak up and go, "You've met Lash, haven't you?"
I've
To which
heard
he
of
kind of
him.
goes, "Ooh, yeah. So it's time then, huh?" And he looks at Kadesi expectantly. "So we're gonna do it, huh?"
Sure.
You don't look like much of a fighter to me, but feel free to surprise me.
I'm full of surprises.
Alright. And with your instructions, you have orders to take them to the Craftsman District. Go through the sewers and follow a specific path.
Okay, well, we'll do that.
Alright. So you are on your way. Quick check into Birdhold. What are you going to be up to today?
I am not sure. That wasn't a follow through or anything. I literally
Okay.
do not know.
Okay, if you don't know, we'll go ahead and come back later. Because I do have stuff I could probably try to set up. Meanwhile, so then we do have Alexa and Gustav, who will go ahead about their business. How are you going to go about it? What are you going to do? Are you bringing Victor along, or any of your hirelings?
Should bring the hirelings.
Not sure.
You do have them for, quote, a week after you pay them.
I guess we'll go out of the city. I've got bad provision, and we'll go towards what was it called again?
Towards the town or towards the
Yeah.
district?
The town.
Okay. Oh, so you're heading off immediately to Bade Esselberg then.
I guess.
Okay. I thought you were intending to go look for Lash first.
No, I think that was the other way around.
Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, so I kind of got confused there.
Should
fair
we
enough.
go with Lash first? I mean, we could have.
I don't know. I mean, I'm
Have
not
them.
comfortable going with just 2 players outside of town.
Well, it sounds as though Kadesi did go down with the other two to that general direction, so for the sake of brevity, we can do it ourselves.
Yeah, it just has matters. Like, I was expecting you to go that way, so I'm like, oh,
Sure.
now I gotta set this up, but...
Sure.
Okay, let's do that then.
Yeah,
For the-
no.
But I also don't have anything ready for it either, so...
Okay, yeah, we're
Because
still
I wasn't
making
expecting you
preparations
guys
to go there.
there.
Yeah, we're making preparations
Yeah.
still to get supplies to bring and all that. So it's like, okay,
you do
we have some
have,
downtime. Let's go look for that.
You do have at least 9 other people to feed for a week, so you're gonna have to
Right.
figure that out.
them-
So, while Victor is happy to handle that business for you, you can go ahead and explore then. So, you're going... What are you going to do?
To the
At
Graphs
sewers?
District.
Yes. You are at least vaguely familiar with at least a few of the sewer entrances. You have been back there before, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Before entering the sewer, I will cast a spell.
Ooh, okay, spell
Yes.
time.
Channeling first. Fuck you, channeling. Where is it? Ah, here. Second portent of ammo. Oh boy!
Come on, not
Yes.
spoiled milk.
No.
Chaos manifestation, and I need to roll 1d10. Yep. Well,
So help me God if you get spoiled fucking milk again. I am just gonna start buying milk to put around you all the fucking time.
oh,
Oh God.
There is
Oh, I
milk
can't
involved.
see.
Well, white eyes to go with your white hair.
For 2 hours.
Yep.
Right, as you prepare to go into the sewers, everything goes blurry.
It's
Alright.
fine.
You okay, Gustav?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Look at his
Still
eyes
have
and he's
some
blind.
allergies?
No, it's nothing. It's fine.
Alright. So what is your plan of tactic here? You've always been to the upper part of the sewers, where, they're actually useful and people tend to go down fairly regularly and keep clean of rats. How are you planning on getting down deeper?
Don't know.
You might want to try a navigation check. Try to at least find the way.
That's gonna end badly. Uh, navigation. Navigation. Is that an advanced skill? Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, cool, there you go.
Does it require sight?
I don't think so. Even
Finding
though
your way less so, but he does have someone around him who can see, so.
Yeah, blind people. Perfect navigators.
I'm not blind.
I'm just saying it requires sight. That's all I'm throwing out there.
I have
Well,
sight. I just have nose to it.
Look, man,
Well,
you
do we
can't...
remember?
I
Do we
don't have
remember at all any of the paths down here? Or
Yeah, because I don't have navigation.
Well,
so-
the places you're going aren't necessarily the places you've been before.
okay. Can I make an intelligence check or something? I don't know.
Like I say, Gustav can go ahead and roll, but he's gonna take a penalty because he doesn't
No, I
have any
can't.
map or something.
I can't. I don't have a navigation skill.
Oh, you don't? Well, in that case, yeah, we're just down to intelligence then. Huh. So go ahead and take -10 off of that, but
It's still two rounds of success. I go,
That's
wait a
sad.
minute. This is familiar. I remember this.
I can see.
Okay, just stay close to me, Gustav.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Remind me briefly. You hid something in the wall other than just your or at least Slash did. You hid something other than the gold, right? Like
What?
When you were hiding stuff in the sewers. I'm trying to remember. It's
No,
been
I
a
just hid the
while,
gold.
so. Okay, cool. As you pass by, down various sewer tunnels, some of the breaks in different walls appear as if they've been chunked out or broken apart. And some of the damage appears almost patterned.
Okay.
But as you go, you do manage to find one of the stairwells that lead further down into the depths. These don't just go to sewers, these go towards the underground tunnels, where dwarves have built before, and where rats presumably continue to live. At the bottom of the stairwell, though, you can hear noises of people talking. And you hear something to the tune of, "You got any threes?"
Huh.
Okay. Are they high pitched or do they
Oh,
sound
they sound like normal human voices to you. They don't have the sing-song of an elf or the gruffness of a dwarf.
or the high pitched skitter of a skaven?
Nor the pirate and breath of a halfling.
Let's Let's check this out.
Sure.
With
We'll
caution.
approach and see if I can move silently.
Okay, go ahead and roll move silently.
Well, that didn't work.
As you approach, you tumble down the stairs, cursing all the gods that you can remember as you tumble and end up at the bottom of the stairwell, face to face with two city guards who are sitting at a table beside a wrought iron gate. And they both kind of look at you, and one of them stands up and just pulls out his club. The other one just kind of stares a little bit at you. Are you okay there, ma'am?
Yes, I'm fine. Sorry. We have business from the Mages Guild.
Oh, well, Mages Guild? What are they doing down here? You don't look like a mage.
I'm not. I'm the bodyguard.
I'm a
Oh.
mage.
Oh, there's one. You can tell because they have a beard. So he looks between the two of you and go, so, what's this business? What brings you all the way down here?
Trying to find someone.
Oh, yeah. Well, no one's really been down here for quite some time. At least not the watches we've been down here. Not heard anything from any of the others either.
You haven't seen an elf?
He shakes his head. Nope, afraid not. Don't think elves like the smell down here.
Well, some do not mind.
Well, you show me an elf that's willing to haul around a whole bunch of shit, and I'll give you a whole gold crown. How about that?
Well, might be surprised. So, any sign of ratmans or other things?
Water rats. Like I think I saw like a rodent of unusual size the other day, but it kind of kept to itself.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't try to attack you?
No. Even big rats like they don't want to mess with anything that's not an easy meal. They're scavengers at heart, you know. At least that's what all the rat catchers say.
Sure.
But
Just
nothing's been through here. This leads deeper down. But we keep this nice and locked up. Nobody's even been knocking from the other side of it these days.
Well,
The other one
have
pipes
looked
up, I can show you where I saw the big rat.
sure.
Yeah. And the other one just kind of shrugs and goes, well, I guess I'll stay around here and keep an eye on the gate.
Be careful.
Promise I won't look at your hand while you're gone.
Yeah, be careful.
Alright. So the other guard is willing to take you back up into the sewers. And kind of point around. Yeah, we were doing a little bit of a patrol after the our replacements got here a couple days ago. And the rat was huge. It was like a dog, you know. Well, I bet it weighed like probably at least 50 pounds and was like this long, he says as he like stretches out his arms.
Huh.
Yeah, but it knows better than to mess with me. And he will actually kind of show you around. You could make perception checks if you would like.
Damn it. -10.
Yay! Just
Hey!
barely.
I rerolled that with my second pattern of a mole.
No. Keep it.
One moment.
It's alright, I still have two of them. One of them and 2 14 points. I just like rerolling dice.
Alright, back. So you reroll and that's a failure by 1, isn't it? But Alexa got it. Alexa, out of the corner of your eye in your torchlight, you can actually see a large shadow move around a corner, like a giant dog.
Huh. Okay. I'll go over there.
Alright, so let me go ahead and... Where is it? We have Alexa, we have... Where's our Gustav? No, Gustav was on this map. Here he is.
Yep.
Gustav, Alexa, a guard, and everyone's favorite torch, Torchy. McTorch. Is this the torch that has everyone's sight on it?
Yep.
Okay. So you see the shadow coming from the south. Or hold up, let me move the actual rat. And quick note, Mordrin, you did take your traps back with you, right?
Yes.
Okay, moving them off and away. There's plenty of blood around here. In fact, this area actually seems very familiar. This is one of the outflow pipes.
I remember this place.
Yeah, me too.
All right, then we're close. Let's follow that rat, I guess.
All right. You head. Where do you head? You're on the map. Do as you do on maps.
Uh, hmm.
I'm gonna follow it south. And I'll remember that bridge where all this, where the fighting happened. And I guess I'll recall that there was a cult or something that came out of the back right.
Yeah, but they're dead now, I think.
You can still see dried blood from that event, and you see more of it right across here.
Is it fresh?
It looks like it is dried as well. In fact, there's
Okay.
quite a lot of it around where you are right now. It looks like
Okay.
it's less than a day old.
Okay,
It is not as soaked in as the rest of it.
sure. Am I able to determine if it's... It looks like there's drips on the ground. Is it going in a specific direction?
The drips are as they are.
Is there any way the other players can see this?
I thought the torch had everyone, let me see if I can fix that.
So I'll see a big puddle over here and be like,
No,
hey!
it literally says all players, so I don't know what you're talking about, Ark.
Now I can see.
Okay. Everyone should be able to see and follow along. So you go ahead and investigate that area. And you at least distinctly remember that this is the spot where at least that weird cultist guy died. His body definitely isn't here, but his blood is.
I'll spit.
And so you do.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep looking.
Okay. Gustav, give me a perception check. This is hearing based.
Oh. Perception. Haha.
Indeed. You do hear sounds of rats coming from the south. Down the pipe.
Alexa. Rats.
Yeah. Okay.
Here. Oh god. Was a big one just here.
She'll bravely say, "Okay, I will lead the."
You hear a voice from inside. Yes, what is it? What is it, my dear citizen?
I don't think I want to answer that. I guess I'll answer to it. Where is Lash?
What? Who is that out there?
Gustav will cast some magic, just in case.
Show yourself to the Under Kingdom. Let yourself be known. Do not be scoundrels in the night.
Okay, I'm gonna try to sneak up on it then.
That's a very articulate Skaven.
Where is it coming from, by the way? Is it over to the right, or is it?
Yes, it is coming from this direction.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move silently or conceal. Which one? Conceal or move?
Go ahead and do concealment here. And Gustav, as you take that position, you can of course see the rodent of unusual size and the man-sized rat over here, who is wearing a bathrobe, a small leaden crown, and is currently sprawled out on a cot.
Skavens.
You notice that among all of them, they are all very, badly injured.
Okay, if I can see him, I'm gonna charge it. I've had enough talk with these bastards. They're gonna die.
Wait, we need to know where Lash is.
Oh, right. Additional unsettling fact, I believe I mentioned last time, didn't I? The Rat King has another set of heads on his shoulders. So he looks, very, very strange. Gustav could in fact roll, academic empire knowledge if he'd like.
Sure. Mm-hmm. Magic. Fire. Sis!
There you go. Looking at him, even from this distance, you can tell he's definitely a mutant. Perhaps in the process of becoming some kind of beast man.
But he's a Skaven.
He's definitely far taller and more articulate than any Skaven in existence.
Yeah.
At least any that you've seen.
Gustav will put his hand on Alex's shoulder and say, wait, need to know where Lash is. And I don't think that's a normal Skaven.
He's looking over in your direction right now since you're holding the light and going, above worlder, please step forth. You're welcome to come into the court of the underworld, the Under Kingdom. Please state your business.
Alexa won't go forward into combat quite yet.
Don't try any tricks, Skaven.
Please, sir, you affront my honor as a brave and noble old king of the Under Kingdom. I would never mistreat my guests.
We're searching for a friend.
Yes. Ask them if they want anything to eat. Yes, would you like anything to eat?
What? No.
He goes ahead and reaches into a small bag and pulls out a piece of moldy bread.
Alexa spits on the ground disgustedly.
Oh dear, that's just simply poor hygiene, ma'am.
He's got a gun!
Go ahead and give me a perception check. Alexa, you notice that just beside his cot is a small pouch, and it is mostly open, and inside you can see a large number of gold coins.
We're looking for an elf. His name is Lash.
An elf? Oh, I'm afraid I haven't seen an above-worlder like that down here in some time.
Then where are the Skaven?
The who?
The Rat Men.
Well, right around us, right here, he says as he points to, the two rats beside him. Harry, over here is my, chief of finance, and over there is Richard.
Right. They're not Skavens. Think so.
This is just a confused mutant.
Yes, I think. But that's the first time I saw a mutant that didn't try to attack me outright or do something horrible. Rich.
As much as I would like to kill him, I want to save my strength for what actually matters.
Agreed.
Are there other rat men down here?
Oh, well... others. Yes, there are other servants of the Underkingdom here. Not here, but they do come by. In fact, they came by not too long ago.
Which direction did they go?
Well, hard to say. I didn't necessarily follow them. That would have simply been rude. But they did come here to trade, and trade I did.
Trade?
Yes.
Trade what?
Well, you see, in my, minings here in the Underkingdom, my dear servants had found a remarkable wealth of gold bars in the very walls around us. Truly, the Underkingdom does provide.
Alexa's face will go white.
But there's no mint down here, so I had no ability to turn them into coins. Therefore, we did a amiable exchange. They took away the bars, and I got the coins. Now I can engage in true trade with those around me and stimulate the economy of the Underkingdom.
That metal is tainted.
What?
Tainted? What do you mean?
She'll turn to Gustav and kind of guiltily say, "Do you remember those mutants that we killed in that den? The ones with the golden flesh?"
What did you do?
Lash and I had a brilliant idea to take it as gold, but it was tainted.
What? Why did you do that?
We didn't think it was... I don't know!
Oh my... What? Oh my god. Yeah, you didn't think that. Yeah, that much I can say. Great. So Skaven have chaos tinted gold now.
For the moment.
They can wreak havoc to the city with this.
Yes, we have to stop it.
Oh my god.
I don't know what, I don't know where they went, but they did say that they had a buyer already for it.
Oh no.
Apparently, they meant to trade it off for a greater amount. Very clever of them.
Stop and think for a moment. Which direction did they go?
Well, as I said, I did not go and follow them or see it myself, but I do believe perhaps they went down the eastern tunnels. I frequently hear noises from that direction. I believe maybe they engage in quite a bit of masonry.
Oh no.
Always building.
Oh no. Did you trade all your gold with them?
All the bars? Yes, of course. As I said, I have no need of them. They are only valuable for trade.
This is really, really bad.
Please, I must insist, if you are to visit here, please, take a bite of our bounty, he says as he waves the moldy bread in your direction again.
No, thank you.
I feel terrible
I.
as a host.
We need to go. I'm sorry. We need to go now.
Oh dear. Oh, always coming and going, you above worlders. Just can't stay still at all, can you? Oh, just as well. You're welcome to return to my kingdom any time. Says as he barely props himself up on his cot and waves one arm around his tiny little room.
Yeah, thank you. Race. We need to go now.
Yes.
I say though, one thing before you leave. Though we have a bounty down here, you wouldn't happen to have any food you could trade?
Food.
I have the coin to pay for it. And it's so
Me.
hard for me to go to the above world with our treaties and such.
Treaty. No.
Ah, yes, the ancient treaties of old, thousands of years they have stood.
I'm gonna look at the coins that he has and say, how much are you willing to pay?
It depends on how much you're willing to provide.
Well, I do have travel rations and various stuff. I don't know if that coinage is tainted, so we have to get it away from.
Oh, all right.
I'm sure the coins are not poisonous or anything. He like puts his hand into it and shows them off in his own hand. But if you show off your travel rations, how many do you have?
A week's worth.
Alright. I would definitely pay a gold each for these, I think. Yes, yes. And he will offer up 7 crowns for your 7 rations.
Okay.
Yes, a fair trade, 1 for 1. Truly, you should tell everyone of my beneficence and my willingness
Just
to trade with the above world.
out of curiosity, how many coins do you have there?
Are you asking him or are you looking at it?
I'm asking him.
I mean, you should ask Perry, he's the chief of finance.
Oh, well, I'm afraid I'm afraid only my finance minister knows the true amount, and it's a state secret, of course.
You know what? We'll come back later for them.
Yeah,
Yes.
to trade more. Yeah.
Yes.
Very well, then. I look forward to seeing you again.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Okay. Goodbye now.
If you guys are gonna head off of here, we'll go ahead and head off this map.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll head to
Okay.
the direction he said.
This
but yes,
is
okay.
madness, but
Yes.
well, at least it's not dangerous madness yet.
Not yet.
But
Until we realize the
Tainted
coins that
gold.
Kadesi put in the food. But anyway.
Oh no, tinted gold. That's why did you do that?
She doesn't have an answer. Lash left with it. And I don't know where he went with it.
Oh,
But I guess
no.
that answers the question, is that he must have put it down in the sewers.
And rats came upon it and
Found him and
became
don't know.
kings, apparently.
Well, I will pay for my sins one way or the other. So will they.
Yeah, right now we should. Yeah, we should focus on getting the gold.
Alright, give me another perception check as you go off in that direction to investigate. And as your
Zero?
guard sort of looks at you too, just unbelievably. After this check, Gustav's perception will return to normal.
Oh, then I will cast the spell once more because I can cast it once per
Okay.
hour. So let's cast more chaos.
He says
More
out
death.
loud. Echoes
what?
throughout the sewers. More chaos, more death. I'll see you in court.
There's oh my god.
All right. That is a success. So you get your rerolls, and as you do so, you can hear a voice in the distance, and it calls out and says, "Who goes there? I am a city guard.
My name is Hugh Man.
Identify yourselves."
Yeah, does
To
it
which the
sound
guard
like
responds, "No, you identify yourselves first. What is your working code?" And the voice in the distance responds with a set of series and numbers. To which the guard goes, yes, Sewer Patrol number 82? 3? No, 82, for sure. Why don't you step out into the light? To which the voice in the distance will respond, "I'll be going on my way soon, but what are you doing down here?" What are you guys going to say?
nothing? He doesn't know where. I mean, only the guy responded. I don't.
Alright, the guard will then respond in your stead and say, "We're looking for rats down here. Have you seen any?"
Baseball.
And the voice in the distance responds, "No, haven't seen any. Any at all. No, not at all. Yep, we'll be going our way. You have a good day."
Okay, it's time to follow them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go.
Unfortunately, you don't really know where it was coming from, and as soon as the voice came from the darkness, it's gone as you look around the area.
Have to be here somewhere.
Guard will kind of look at you and go, "Well, what you... He's just on duty. He said he had business to do."
Yeah, it sounded very convincing.
Well, he had the code.
Yeah, that just could mean that you've been
Is it-
infiltrated.
Is it a written code, or
Impossible.
is it a written code that you carry on you?
Oh, of course not. But it's one that we're taught. One with a specific set of guidelines.
Hmm.
Use it to identify our numbers to each other, our patrols. It helps when we're in the dark and we just don't know.
All right. But why would he abandon his post and go where exactly? I don't know.
Now, was that a question to the guard?
No.
Okay. So what are you gonna do? Look around some more?
Yeah, we have to figure out where he went.
Yep.
Okay. You stick around the area and try to trace where this has gone. Go ahead and give me another perception check. Tell me what you're doing to look.
I'm looking
my
for
eyes.
physical evidence of movement, like if there's any footprints, if there's anything that's like ashes from a torch or anything like that, or
Oh,
scratches on the ground.
I'm looking at the wind to see any perturbations that could indicate chaos or sorcery at work.
Okay.
Magical sense instead?
Does Alexa have track?
Tracking?
Yes, I think that's the actual skill in the advanced section.
No.
I have outdoor survival.
Follow trail. That's
Yeah, follow trail. The answer is no, then it just goes down to perception.
of course the most useful skill now, ventriloquism.
Yeah. And, like Theta is saying, your magical sense is always technically quote-unquote on, but magical sense is then looking for specific information in the world
Yep.
that you see around you. And as of right now, the world seems a little more purple than it used to be. A little iridescent as it kind of shifts and changes colors.
Should I roll magical sense
it's-
or perception?
Roll magical sense.
I'm gonna reroll that. I'm gonna also reroll that.
Oh God! Ah!
All right, 114 points. I'm gonna.
You see in the distance around the corner.
Wait. Yes, finally. Thanks. Oh my god.
Taking a breath there. You see the same strange woman that you did before, with the long hair and the massive nails. She turns and looks at you and walks straight through a wall.
Gah.
No, on the ice, see that, right?
Only the magical
Okay.
senses around
There's a
you
magical
see it.
lady. I'm gonna go inspect the wall and say to Alexa, wait, I think
I'm going crazy.
yeah, duh. Now I think. Can you check the wall with me?
Give me a willpower check real quick.
Sure.
No, just an interesting bit of the book. That's why higher level wizards and mages and whatnot are all crazy. Because they just see magic sense all the time, and magic sense means
as
crazy
Gustav
shit.
approaches the wall, the fingernails come out for you, Gustav, reaching for your face, and you stumble back in a little bit of panic. You personally cannot mess with this wall.
Gustav will try to maintain his composure and step back and say, yeah, just look at that wall. I think maybe there's passage or something.
Alright.
Okay.
Alexa did not notice anything on the ground or any sort of scratches, really. But if you want to go ahead and test out the wall, you can go ahead and make a check against it with a +10.
Sure. What am I rolling?
Perception again. You are investigating this wall, unless there's a different skill that seems better for this.
Got it. 2 levels of success.
You start investigating the wall, putting your hands against it, tapping it, and you very quickly realize there's empty space behind this wall. In fact, there's nothing really holding this wall up except the bare bit of mortar putting the bricks together.
Oh, jeez.
And with a simple push, you can almost topple the entire thing over.
This seems like an alarm system, so I'm not gonna necessarily destroy the wall, but I will push through the hole, I guess.
Okay. You open it up, and there is a passage carved and mined out that leads further down.
I'll take a deep breath and say a prayer to Daz and go into the mouth of madness.
The guard there will kind of look at you two and go, oh no. I've got to go report on this.
Okay,
All right.
Go ahead. Be careful.
Best of luck to you two, whatever you crazy people think you're going to do down there.
Thanks.
If you live, I'll get you a drink.
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now
Yeah,
I think now's probably the best time to go ahead and end this before things get too crazy, and I can go
Sure.
ahead and prepare for what nastiness will happen.
Yes.
Alright. So, end of session, things happen, people actually accomplished a variety of goals, so that's very cool. I'm gonna give everyone 200 experience today.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm gonna spend it all on willpower.
Yeah!
I'm spending half of it on willpower.
I'm buying skills.
I have 52 willpower.
Yeah. I believe, Gustav, you've said that you're basically restricted on going up in class by magical items right now, right?
Yeah.
I gotta find a way to get you more, but man, the world doesn't make it easy to get magic items.
Nope.
I mean, if they were that easy to everyone will have one.
You did have one in your hand for a little while.
Yeah. But
And there was the
doesn't have
potential to get like a second or a third.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be a powerful or even useful magical item.
It just has to be magic, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I got something planned in mind for that too. Any other thoughts, concerns, goals, things you want? Let's do a quick little talk.
Things I want? The world.
Yes.
I want the whole world.
I like the evil overlord list you brought up. If my plans can be followed by a 5-year-old, if my encryption algorithm can be guessed by a 5-year-old.
Now you guys know why I'm constantly messaging you guys, telling you what my plans are. Do I think if Griff can figure out my plans? Well, then I better change them.
I figured out your plan. It's because I randomly threw darts at a board. But yeah. Anyone else? Anyone feel like they got anything to say?
That was fun.
Yay!
I enjoyed myself.
Okay.
I'm going to use the turlet before we play vampire. So
I'm going to go ahead and take a break, finish up these pancakes.
And will you be able to tell us when weeks pass so I know when I get paid?
Indeed. It is currently day 3 of the week, so there are 4 more days left in the work week.
Well, literally, you don't have to know, because literally, he'll tell me when I get paid, and then you'll get paid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everyone will get paid. But yeah, so see you next time, where we will go back down to the sewers once again, mess with more of the rats, and see what craziness occurs.